Hey there, thank you for coming back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today we'll be looking at the two new Bbia Final Shadow palettes in the Season 2 release of this range of product. These two palettes are part of the Farmer series, with palette number 3, Kohl Fruit Combo, and palette number 4, Kohl Grain Combo. Each of these eyeshadow palette retails for about 17,000 Korean won, which is about $16 US. Let's now take a look at each of these palettes in more details. Palette number 3, Fruit Combo, is the more muted and cool tone palette out of the two palettes. In this palette, you are getting 4 matte eyeshadows, 1 matte with pearl eyeshadow, and 2 glitters eyeshadows. Chestnut is a grayish nude beige that's perfect to erase all redness on your eyelids before putting on any other eyeshadow shades. Honey Peach is a coral pink base with gold, silver, and coral glitters. Then we have Fig, which is a muted pink, and Red Apple, which is a cool tone reddish pink. Watermelon Seed is a deep charcoal. Mulberry is a grayish mauve. Date is a deep matte brown with gold pearls. And lastly, we have Citrus, an orange base with gold and silver glitter. Compared to the Bbia Final Shadow palette in number 1 Trot Star, Fruit Combo is more grayish and also softer and more pinky in tones. There are also only 2 glitter shades compared to the 4 glitter shades in the Trot Star palette, and both of the glitter shades inside the Fruit Combo palette are the smaller glitter particle types compared to a mix of small and big glitter particles like in the Trot Star palette. To create an eyeshadow look with the Fruit Combo palette, I first blend Mulberry as a base, but also use it to sketch out the shape of my eye. Then with Red Apple, I define the crease and also the eye shape even more. I blend Red Apple also in the lower triangle zone very softly. With Date, I deepen the crease a little bit more, and then draw my eyeliner using Watermelon Seed. Lastly, with my finger and the shade Honey Peach, I top up this eyeshadow look with some glitter, mostly in the center and also inner corner of my eyelid. The number 4 Grain Combo palette is a palette consisting of all mattes and very soft as well as muted tones. The colors in this palette are mostly brown, grayish brown, pink, and peaches. Barley is a warm beige nude. Corn is a neutral ginger brown. Similar in tones to Corn is Carrot, though Carrot is slightly warmer. Potato is a warm soft brown. Sweet Red Bean is a cooler than expected rosy brown. The next color, Buckwheat, is a gray brown. Then we have Sweet Potato, which is a mauvey pink brown. And lastly, Acorn is a deep mocha brown. Compared to the two nudie palettes in the Wig Make Mood Styler range, the Green Combo palette is right somewhere in the middle. It is not quite as white base and light as the Balanced Nude palette, but it's also not as cool and kind of deep like the normal brown palette. Since the Green Combo palette is full of mattes, it will be perfect to use on an everyday basis where you just want to add some definition to your eye shape. Since the upper row of the Green Combo palette is slightly more peachy and warmer, whereas the lower row is slightly more mauvey, it's kind of like we're taking the matte eyeshadows from both the Moodful Rose and the Mood Breathing palette from the 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐜𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 Take Mood palette range and combine them into one single matte eyeshadow palette. I created a simple eye look using this palette with Potato as the base, Carrot to deepen the outer corner and the crease, and then Acorn to give definition to the lower part of my eyelids. As you can see from the swatching as well as the makeup looks, these two eyeshadow palettes can help you create very beautiful looks at a very reasonable price. The eyeshadows are smooth and pigmented, and the compositions are also nice because they do consist of some darker as well as lighter colors. However, the darker colors can clump quite a bit, as you can see here from my arm swatch, and when I use a brush as I do my makeup, there's quite a bit of kick-up and fallout with these eyeshadows, which you will need to be careful about. Fortunately, the two glitter eyeshadow shades in the Fruit Combo palette don't fall out as much as the matte eyeshadow shades. The formula of these is slightly wetter and they also apply thinner, so not only do they not fall out, they also stick better and don't crease as you wear them throughout the day. Between these two palettes, I prefer the Fruit Combo palette. I don't think there's enough variety, both in terms of tones and intensity, in the Green Combo palette. So all of the looks that I have been creating with the Green Combo palette have looked very similar to each other. Besides, as I have mentioned before, this palette is sort of the combination of all the matte shades in the Moodful Rose and the Mood Breathing palette from the 𝐃𝐢𝐬𝐿𝐿𝐿 Take Mood palette range, so it is slightly redundant in my collection. Not only does the Fruit Combo palette beat the Green Combo palette in terms of the variety that it possesses, the shade composition is also better, as there are two dark shades of different texture which can be useful in many ways. This has been a quick look at the two new Bbia Final Shadow Palette Season 2. Hit the like button if you have found this useful, and also subscribe for more content on Korean beauty in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.